Let me ask you something before we dive in. Are you ready to live your best life? No, I'm serious. Think about it. Are you really ready to wake up every single day with the fire and conviction to be the best version of yourself? Because if you are, then I've got 9 things you need to tell yourself every day to train your mind, to feed your soul. These truths will guide you, keep you focused, and remind you who you really are. And I've left one important question for you in the comment section, because your thoughts are as important as mine. Check it out, and let's grow together. Number 1, I am the best. This isn't arrogance, this is belief. Belief in yourself, belief that you were made for something bigger, something better. Every day you wake up, you have to tell yourself, I am the best. Because if you don't believe it, how do you expect anyone else to? This doesn't mean looking down on others, but it means recognizing the greatness in yourself. Because trust me, the world will try to tell you otherwise. But when you know you're the best at what you do, you don't stop for doubt. You don't stop for fear. You stop letting other people define your worth. You stop second-guessing your abilities. You walk into every room with confidence, knowing you belong. Every step you take is purposeful. You don't shy away from challenges. You embrace them because you know you have what it takes. The best isn't about being better than others. It's about being the best version of you. And when you believe that, your actions will reflect it. Success starts with your mindset, and greatness flows from within. Keep that belief strong, and watch as doors of opportunity open before you. Number 2, I can do anything. Too many people live their lives thinking, I can't. Let me tell you something. You can. You can do anything you set your mind to. The only limitations you have are the ones you place on yourself. When you tell yourself every day, I can do anything, you open doors to new possibilities. Don't wait for someone to give you permission to go after what you want. You can do anything. It's not about waiting for the right time, the right opportunity, or the right support. It's about creating those opportunities for yourself. Your potential is limitless, but it starts with belief. Every successful person has faced doubt, fear, and uncertainty, but they didn't let that stop them. They took action despite the fear. Every time you tell yourself, I can, you're moving closer to your dreams, one step at a time. So don't just dream, do. The key is consistency. Day by day, inch by inch, you move forward. Remove I can't from your vocabulary and replace it with relentless action. If you say it enough, you'll believe it. And when you believe it, you'll achieve it. Number 3, my future is bright. You know what's crazy? Too many people live in darkness when their future is shining, but they're too busy focusing on the clouds. Every single morning, say to yourself, my future is bright. I don't care what happened yesterday. I don't care if today feels hard. You've got to keep your eyes on the horizon. Because your future, my friend, is brighter than you even know. But you've got to claim it. The setbacks you face today are just setting the stage for something better. Your failures are lessons, not defeats. Every time you feel like giving up, remember that your future is still waiting for you, full of potential and success. You are not defined by where you are right now, but by where you're going. And where you're headed is full of light, growth, and achievement. So trust the process, keep pushing, and never lose sight of your vision. Every storm runs out of rain, and just beyond the clouds, the sun is still shining. Stay patient and stay hopeful. Number 4, I am getting better each day. Progress. That's what it's about. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and suddenly be perfect, but you can wake up tomorrow and be better than you were yesterday. Every single day, you are getting stronger, smarter, wiser, more capable. Say it. I am getting better each day. And when you see your growth, when you see how far you've come, you'll realize how unstoppable you are. Growth isn't always obvious. but it's happening. Every challenge you face is shaping you. Every mistake is teaching you something new. When you embrace this mindset, you stop being hard on yourself for not being perfect and start celebrating the small victories. Each day is an opportunity to improve, to learn, and to evolve. You might not be where you want to be yet, but you're on your way. And that's what matters. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Embrace the journey and know that every lesson you learn, every obstacle you overcome, is turning you into the person you are meant to be. Number 5, I will work hard. Success is not handed to anyone. You've got to work for it. You've got to sweat for it. There are no shortcuts in life. If you want something, you have to be willing to put in the work. So tell yourself every morning, I will work hard. Because while everyone else is sleeping, doubting, making excuses, you'll be grinding, pushing, and becoming better. Success doesn't come to the lazy, it comes to the relentless. Hard work builds discipline, and discipline builds success. You're going to have days where you feel like quitting, but the ones who make it are the ones who don't. They push through the discomfort, through the fatigue, through the doubt. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So don't just dream about success, earn it. The grind may be tough, but the reward is worth every bit of effort you put in. Consistency is key. When you put in the hours, the results will follow. Don't get distracted by the easy way out, because shortcuts never lead to long-term success. Number 6, no excuses. Let me tell you something. Excuses are nothing but lies we tell ourselves to justify why we're not where we should be. No excuses. You're not too tired. You're not too busy. You're not too old. You're not too young. Stop telling yourself what you can't do and start focusing on what you can do. Every time you make an excuse, you're giving up on your own potential. So, no more. No excuses. Life doesn't wait for you to be ready. It keeps moving, and so should you. Every time you make an excuse, you're holding yourself back from reaching your full potential. You either find a way or you find an excuse. It's that simple. Successful people don't waste time blaming others or circumstances. They take ownership of their lives and find solutions. So today, start holding yourself accountable. Refuse to let excuses define your destiny. Every excuse is a missed opportunity, and every moment you justify inaction, you delay your success. Don't let excuses rob you of your greatness. Number 7, I was born to do great things. Do you feel that? That pull inside you? That's greatness calling your name. You were born to do great things. You weren't put here just to get by. You weren't created to be average. You've got a purpose, a calling. And every single day you need to remind yourself that greatness is in your DNA. You were born for this. Don't settle for less when greatness is in your blood. You were designed with a unique talent, a gift that the world needs. Don't keep it hidden. You owe it to yourself and the world to shine. Every time you doubt yourself, remember that you were chosen for something special. Every challenge you face is preparing you for your moment of greatness. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about being the best version of yourself. So walk in your purpose and never forget, you were born for greatness. Every great achievement starts with a decision to try. It's up to you to claim your greatness and make it real. Number 8, people's opinions don't affect me. You know what happens when you start living life on your terms? People start talking. They'll criticize. They'll doubt you. They'll try to bring you down. But guess what? People's opinions don't affect me. Let them talk. Let them doubt. Their words can't stop your grind. Their negativity can't slow you down. You're focused, locked in. So don't give people the power to shake your confidence. You've got too much to accomplish to worry about what other people think. Opinions are just that. Opinions. They aren't facts. The truth is, most people are projecting their own insecurities onto you. What really matters is how you see yourself. If you believe in your mission, if you're committed to your journey, then what anyone else says is irrelevant. Stay focused on your path. Don't let outside noise disrupt your inner peace. You weren't born to fit into anyone else's box. Keep moving forward. Stay grounded in your purpose and let the results speak for themselves. Number 9, life is precious. At the end of the day, no matter how hard you work, no matter how many goals you set, you've got to remember, life is precious. Don't waste a single moment. Don't let negativity steal your joy. Don't take the people you love for granted. Every day you're alive is a gift. Treat it like one. Wake up with gratitude, live with passion, and always remember that life is too short to be anything but your best. We often get so caught up in the hustle and grind that we forget the bigger picture. This life, these moments, they're fleeting. So while you're working hard for your goals, don't forget to appreciate the beauty around you. Take time to laugh, to love, to live fully. Time is something you can't get back, so don't waste it on things that don't bring you joy or purpose. Make every day count. Surround yourself with positivity and never lose sight of what really matters. Life is precious, and it's up to you to make the most of it. So there you have it. 9 things to tell yourself every single day, because you deserve to live a life full of greatness, potential, and purpose. And remember, I left a question in the comment section. I want to hear from you because your thoughts, your insights, they're important to this journey we're on together. Stay focused, stay motivated, and keep pushing forward, because you are the best. Let me tell you something real. One of the hardest things you'll ever learn in life, one of the most powerful, most freeing, most life-changing lessons is this: you have the right to say no, and you don't owe anybody an explanation for it. Now, I know what some of y'all are thinking, but I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to let them down. I don't want to seem selfish. Listen to me. There is a difference between being kind and being a doormat. There is a difference between being generous and being used. There is a difference between being understanding and letting people walk all over you because you're too afraid to draw the line. No is not a bad word. No is not disrespect. No is not weakness. No is not failure. No is strength. No is protection. No is clarity. No is leadership. You have to respect yourself enough to say it. Say no to things that drain your energy. Say no to people who constantly take but never give. Say no to invitations that pull you away from your purpose. Say no to relationships that make you feel small, invisible, replaceable. Say no to obligations that leave you feeling bitter, used, and exhausted. Because every time you say yes to something that doesn't serve you, you are saying no to yourself. And you've done that long enough, haven't you? You've bent until your back was breaking. You've smiled when your spirit was screaming. You've poured out of an empty cup, hoping someone would notice. But they never do. Let me tell you why. Because when you keep saying yes without boundaries, people don't see it as kindness. They start to expect it. They start to feel entitled to your time, your energy, your presence, even when it costs you everything. And that's not on them. That's on you. See, you teach people how to treat you. And if you never say no, if you never draw the line, if you never communicate your worth, they'll assume you have none. That's not selfish. That's truth. You weren't put on this earth to be everyone's solution, everyone's therapist, everyone's emotional sponge. You weren't created to constantly shrink yourself so others could stay comfortable. You have a life. You have a calling. You have a responsibility to yourself. And that responsibility begins with boundaries. Now, boundaries don't mean you don't love people. They mean you love yourself too. They mean you understand that you are not infinite. You are not a machine. You are human. And you need space. You need rest. You need peace. And peace starts with no. I've seen too many people burn out, not because they weren't strong, but because they kept carrying what was never theirs to hold. And sometimes you got to drop the weight by speaking the word no. No to gossip, no to drama, no to manipulation, no to fake friendships, no to overcommitting, no to self-betrayal disguised as loyalty. You don't need to justify your no. You just need to honor it. Because every no rooted in self-respect creates space for a yes rooted in self-alignment. And let me say this. There will be people who don't like it when you start saying no. They will be confused. They will push back. They might even get angry. Why? Because your boundaries are interrupting their comfort. They got used to you always saying yes. They liked the version of you who never stood up for yourself. They benefited from your silence. But you're not that version anymore. You're evolving. You're healing. You're learning to honor your time, your energy, your worth. And that's going to scare some people. But let them be scared. Let them talk. Let them walk. Because the real ones, the ones who truly care for you, they will honor your no just as much as your yes. You see, there's a power that comes with learning to say no. A calm power. A quiet confidence. It's not loud. It doesn't need to shout. It just is. Because when you start saying no from a place of self-respect, you stop apologizing for existing. You stop feeling guilty for putting yourself first. You stop carrying guilt for taking care of your mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Let me be real with you. You've got one life. One. You don't get to rewind it. You don't get to pause it. You don't get to outsource it. So why keep spending it on people and situations that leave you empty? I'm not saying don't serve. I'm not saying don't help others. But you cannot help anyone if you're constantly abandoning yourself. No is a form of service because it tells the truth. No says, I'm not available for things that violate my values. No says, I am protecting what matters most. No says, I'm no longer tolerating what my peace can't afford. And here's the beautiful thing. Every time you say no to what's wrong, you make space to say yes to what's right. Yes to the people who respect your time. Yes to the opportunities that align with your vision. Yes to the version of you that doesn't play small. Yes to peace. Yes to purpose. Yes to progress. But you'll never get there if you keep letting everyone into your space. Some folks don't deserve access to you. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Some people don't deserve access to your time, your heart, your energy, or your life. Not because they're bad people, but because they're not aligned with where you're going. And your future deserves a more disciplined you, a more decisive you, a more self-respecting you. You can't grow into that version of yourself if you're constantly stuck in obligations you never wanted in the first place. And that's the trap. Most people don't realize they're stuck not because of big failures, but because of 1,000 little yeses they never meant to say. Yes to projects they hated. Yes to events they didn't want to attend. Yes to people who never showed up for them. Yes to the fear of being disliked. Yes to the guilt of disappointing others. And what did it cost? Their time, their health, their dreams, their identity. So let me ask you something personal. How many times have you betrayed yourself just to keep someone else comfortable? How many times have you said yes with your mouth while your soul screamed no? It's time to stop. It's time to stop negotiating your boundaries. It's time to stop shrinking your needs. It's time to stop watering yourself down to fit inside relationships, careers, and conversations you've already outgrown. You weren't built for everyone's comfort. You were built for your own truth.